Pneumonia basically is actually infection of the lungs where there is a swelling of the lung tissue, and also there is a sometimes collection by fluid or pus in the lungs. So it makes breathing very difficult for the child, and it may in severe cases child may not be able to survive. Pneumonia can be caused by various organisms, and most commonly it is caused by bacteria, and Streptococcus pneumonia is the most commonest cause, followed by Haemophilus influenzae type B among bacteria, and also it is caused by respiratory syncytial virus, which is a viral infection which is also can be very fatal, and sometimes although rarely it can be caused by fungal infection as well. There are risk factors which makes a child more susceptible to having this infection. So, for example, if there is a indoor air pollution or some air pollution outdoor also, but indoor is more important. Overcrowding is there. Child is having a very poor malnutrition. Third is if the child is unimmunized. There are vaccines available like measles, whooping cough, and now we have pentavalent vaccine and pneumococcal vaccine. So if child has not been vaccinated, so child is more susceptible to get pneumonia. These pollutants are they are that small in size that the child can breathe in. They can inhale that polluted inside, and that pollutant further irritates the lung tissue and makes this bacteria and organism easier to get entry inside the lung tissue, and they can lead to injury and infection. So that is how the child actually air pollutant then makes the child more susceptible and makes it easier for the organisms to enter into the lung tissue and cause infection inside the lungs. If you talk about deaths which are happening among children less than 5 years of age, so if you talk about these deaths, so deaths due to pneumonia is about, you can say, 16 to 19% of deaths. And if you talk about deaths due to pneumonia, 30% of these deaths are due to the Streptococcus pneumoniae, which can be easily prevented by pneumococcal conjugate vaccine. So, you can reduce under 5 mortality as well as infant mortality. And this is a 13-valent vaccine, and there are 5 states which have already giving this vaccine in their national immunization schedule, and I think there are plans that this should be rolled out in other states as well. The impact was more during the earlier days of COVID-19 lockdown period, especially when there were interruptions in the routine immunization program, and there were estimates because of these interruptions the routine immunization could not be this program could not be continued as per the planned schedule, and there was delay in giving the vaccination, and it was estimated that because of this delay what proportion of the child mortality can be increased, especially due to pneumonia. But now things are coming back to normal, and there are a resumption of almost all the services except in the containment zones, and in those zones also if the child has come already in the immunization session, then also you need not say no to that child, and you can give the vaccine. There is another flu which is influenza. So for that, people are saying that definitely, especially for the elderly ones, that influenza vaccine should be given, and also for that matter, pneumococcal vaccine. There is a viral infection. It has been seen that it will be superimposed by the bacterial infection. So in that, considering that in mind, pneumococcal vaccine, which is actually will prevent bacterial infection, so will be useful in preventing the morbidity due to pneumonia, especially among adults.